Hi, Armand here to tell you about Jupiter in Leo. Before we go any further, I want you to go to integralastrology.net or bookmark it or something like that, because when you go there, you can get the text version of this, and you can get other articles that are interesting. You get monthly forecasts, sign up for the newsletter, you get an astrology consultation if you want. You can do a lot of things, so integralastrology.net is a good place for you to visit right about the time that you're done with this video. Now, Jupiter in Leo. If all else were equal, which it never is, Jupiter in Leo would be quite a party. Jupiter is the sign of expansion, growth, optimism, and Leo is a sign of the child. It is a sign of royalty. It's a sign of drama, creativity. You know, Jupiter in Leo. This is a good combination for some fun. The last time Jupiter was in Leo was 2002, 2003, summer of 2002, kind of late summer 2002 into 2003. And, well, that was the shadow of 9/11, so maybe that didn't seem like quite a party. And now we have the Grand Cross going on, so maybe we're thinking, well, it's not exactly time to go out and have a party either. Still, if you look back to 2002, 2003, you'll probably see some area of your life where you did feel, wow, I can go forward, I can do things, I can be a little creative here. And you'll probably be feeling that again. Leos will get the most direct effect of this energy, but the other fire signs, Aries and Sagittarius, will also get it. The other fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius, will get a little bit of a kick in the pants that will help them to sort of move forward as well. But everybody, doesn't matter what your sign is, everybody's got Leo someplace. Everybody has this creative energy someplace, and it's going to be getting a big burst of energy to go forward right now. So keep that in mind. Now, okay, so we know a little bit about what it's going to do in terms of us on a sort of personal level. But what about collectively? Well, the big thing that's going on now, we have two configurations over the last year. We have the cardinal cross, and we have the grand trine and water signs. A little poem there, grand trine and water signs. The cardinal cross is all about deep, radical, transformative change, okay? But also the resistance to it. You know, it's like when you take a slingshot or a bow and arrow type of thing, and the further back you pull, the more tension you develop. When you let go, bing, the further the arrow or the little stone or whatever it is will fly. And that's what the cardinal cross is all about. It's about we're going to go forward, but not just yet. It's like revving up stepping on the accelerator, but the parking brake is still on. When you release the brake, you go flying. But so far, we haven't gone flying. In fact, we haven't built up all that much tension. Oh, you know, it depends where you look and stuff like that. If you know, I mean, Ukraine and Turkey. Well, there's a lot of places. But still, in the West, we don't have a lot of the energy for it. And that's in part because the Grand Trine in water has been sort of greasing the gears of the cardinal cross. It's been kind of helping things to smooth out a little bit. The Grand Trine in water, you have Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, you have had Jupiter in Cancer, and you've had Saturn in Scorpio. An escape hatch opens. When things get too tough, we can leave via the escape hatch. In our personal lives, we very frequently feel, gee, you know, I really need some change, or I've tried to make some change, but it's not quite catching on, and I think I can somehow escape out of this. Jupiter in Cancer and Saturn in Scorpio are rather conservative energies, too. So, although the cardinal cross may be kind of pushing us towards radical change, you know, Jupiter and Saturn have been saying, well, let's slow down here. Let's see, you know, let's remember the traditions. Let's remember what we already have, and let's not throw out the baby with the bathwater, or let's not even throw out the bathwater, maybe. So, with Jupiter moving into Leo, we're going to have a very different configuration. All of a sudden, we're going to be looking at an emphasis on the fire signs, even more so when Saturn moves into Sagittarius. So instead of this watery emphasis, this emotional attachment that is part of the grand trine in water, we're going to have that fiery, enthusiastic energy with Sagittarius and the belief systems, and Jupiter and Leo with enthusiasm and creativity, and Uranus and Aries with that sort of rogue revolutionary energy, all kind of coming to the fore. So, where in your life you've recognized the need for change, but have not quite been able to get the traction to act on it, you probably will see a change. In those areas where you've tried to make a change, or change has found you, even if you didn't try to make it, and you have been unable to sort of move forward, this is going to help quite a bit. Jupiter in Leo will help us to make a great leap of faith, to say, okay, I can do this. Not necessarily going to help your judgment so that you actually can do it, but at least it'll say, okay, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to have the hope and the courage to go forward. Jupiter in Leo with a trine to Uranus in Aries is going to definitely open up the possibilities for much more revolutionary kinds of energies. Not necessarily the revolution that you want, but you will see that kind of individuals will either, individuals going off the rails as part of Uranus and Aries, and we'll probably see a few more, but also people who, suddenly find the courage to really push for something that they truly believe in. So that's a nice Uranus-Jupiter type of combination. We'll also see groups getting empowered. The more revolutionary, the more radical groups getting empowered with Jupiter and Uranus in good aspect to each other. So, in our personal lives, where we feel like we've been stalled, where we feel like the tension that we so desperately need to make changes has not materialized, we're going to get the inspiration to go forward and make the changes. Collectively, where we've seen things fizzle, and it looked like it was going to be great, but look how bad it turned out, or look how it just disappeared. We're going to see a change again, and we're going to see a renewed energy. Again, it may not be the change that you want, but it'll be some change.